Ooh. Just taking a break from personal readings to just say hey to everybody because I know I've been kind of MIA on my channel lately. I don't even know if y'all can hear me because my connection is poor apparently. Is there? Hey everybody, ultraviolet. Only you can be my list of. I love how my list looks now. When I go to my computer, look at my Google calendars for my readings. Lord, it's looking good. It's starting to narrow out. If you haven't got your link yet, it literally there's like five of them uploading right now. I did a bunch yesterday. YouTube is so freaking slow. Hey everybody, what's everybody up to? Lord, the room has already got 255 folks in here. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, because I have to use these for my personal readings because the thing is, like for some reason my phone has a horrible microphone. So when I wear these, it like makes it better. So I'm doing good. I'm so bored, y'all, and like it's like I'm nearing the finish line for my readings. And the reason it takes me so long to do them because they're so people don't understand how like draining tarot is. That's why I'm telling you, it's so draining. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome, Ella BB. I'm just looking at all y'all's comments. I just wanted to come and say hey to everybody. Um, I just did like three readings back to back, and like I feel like I ran a marathon. I might try the black tourmaline. Yeah, I know it's hard to read all these comments. I just wanted to say hey to everybody. You want me to tell you more about myself, and uh, I've kind of resisted revealing too much about myself because people love to take what I say, put their own twist on it, and somehow that becomes the total truth. Like but I will. I'm going to get a haircut, Paula. I just don't know where to go to get a haircut because personally, I don't trust a lot of folks with my hair. I'm currently not taking bookings for personal readings, unfortunately. As I can see, I'm drained as hell. Like, and I don't like to do readings when I'm like emotionally drained. So, how do I? Let's see. Well, I always get the question, how did I start tarot? Well, it's a long story, but I didn't believe the damn cards worked. To be quite honest, I didn't. I was like, how can cardboard that you shuffle predict anything? And I'm thinking, there's just no way. And so when they started predicted, so when I got my own deck, I went down to books, the Barnes and Nobles. I've known this has been a long time, longer than I'd like to say, but basically I went down to Barnes and Nobles and I was like, okay, let me try these out. So I started noticing that when I would read, 2 weeks at a time, or a month ahead, that I would look back at the readings that I did a month before, and I'm like, wait a second, the cards predicted everything that happened throughout that month. And I remember just being shocked. I'm like, these things cannot work. I just did not believe that. Cam, what are you talking about? Who's Cam Brownlee? But yeah, I just couldn't believe that they actually had the power to do it. And there's been times when basically, like for example, the Aries readings usually do not resonate with me right when they're put out, right when I upload them, right. And then I'll look back like maybe 30 days later. I'll look back at the reading I did. I'm like, damn, I just basically predicted my whole entire month to the T. And I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, I've tried to not read for myself because I tend to want to add my own interpretation to it. You know, I tend to want to, yeah. I'm just reading all the comments. That's why I'm so quiet. But I won't be posting this. I won't be posting this video. I just wanted to get on here and say, hey. Um, I'm so tired, y'all. I do read for myself, but Lynn Byers. I do read for myself, but I tend to try to not to because I'll sit there being paranoid. So I really, hey Tyler, how do you get along with Gemini's? Well, I've already addressed that. um, uh, Somebody said you may need to get some. You crazy, Tawanda. Believe it or not, I've been celibate for a year now. I've been totally celibate. I haven't had sex in a year. So a good starter deck. I'll watch your channel, Soul Source Tarot. I like your videos, but I have a fear of sex because, like, y'all want real, I'll give you real. Because I feel like I'm gonna get a disease. I have a very big fear of diseases. So there's been times when I've almost got like basically involved with someone on a sexual level, and I backed out at the last moment because I'm like, okay, I can't. I'm gonna get AIDS. I'm gonna get HIV, and so so I've had very limited sexual experiences throughout my life because why is this turning into like sex talk with Tyler Patrick? I just tend to avoid. Yeah, I can't do it. I hate sex because the whole time I'm thinking about HIV. So I'm like, okay, this feels good, but oh my god, I might get HIV. So I don't do it. You wanted the real, I'll give you real. I'm very open about what I do. So, all right. So I have like a fear of disease, so I don't do it. I don't like diseases. And I don't like when someone has a cold, like let alone something that HIV, whatever they got. I'm afraid everybody that I may get involved with may have something. So I stopped having sex a year ago, and even when I've had sex before, it wasn't to the. I never enjoyed it because the whole time I thought about sex or HIV, basically. So sorry, I'm gonna put the camera down for a second. I'll be right back, y'all. 1 second. I have to do something. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? I don't know why the hell it's saying poor connection. Oh no, I don't smoke weed. I wasn't hitting a blunt. I hate weed. I'm still here. Any more questions, y'all? Because y'all want to do a question and answer. Let's see. Oh my God, you guys, I have the biggest crush on. Well, thank you, Jesus Saves Jackie. Do I have psychic ability? No. And that's the one question I get asked. I get asked that a lot. I only tell you what I see in the cards, and basically, I don't have any psychic ability at all. And people somehow think that I do. And what kills me sometimes when people have ordered personal reads in the past, they'd be like, they'd put to the question, like I have a thing where you can put any questions if you have one, and they say, when will I get married and what will he look like and all this. I'm like, I'm not psychic, so I can't tell you what someone's going to look like through the cards. So, and my favorite ones, I always love the people that it doesn't resonate with first. I've had so many confirmation emails lately. There was this lady, obviously I won't mention her by name, but she had got a reading from me months ago, and she said, Tyler, at the time when I was getting the reading from you, she said I didn't know what you were talking about. And then so she came back to me 4 or 5 months later. Literally the other day, she sent me an email. And she said everything that you had said. I'm assuming she had a recording because in the past I recorded my readings while I was on the phone with the person, and she said it all came true exactly to what you said. I've gotten plenty of those, so keep in mind if you get a reading and you're hearing me talk about it sounds like babble, but when you look back at it like 3 or 4 months later, like, oh my God, what's my favorite color? Red. Because when you order a personal reading from me, I look ahead like 3 months. My safe zone is 3 months. I don't like to look ahead more than that because a lot of things can change within personal, basically it can all change up. So I try to tell you basically what I see coming up for you, good and bad. With everything that's good comes bad too, but I'm 28 years old. I love red. I have everything in red. I was just talking about this in the Scorpio video. I love everything red. I used to wear red eye contacts. That's how much and when I was in high school, I love red. It's my favorite color ever. My least favorite color is blue. I hate blue and pink. I hate blue and pink. Oh, about the classes, there'll be more on that very soon because I'm getting ready to start my classes. So, you know, when did this become my full time job? Well, it was something that had to become my full time job because I feel so passionate about tarot. You know, and one thing that always kind of bothers me is like I have a lack of self confidence when I'm. People don't realize I have very low confidence in when I'm doing things. When I'm doing this, it's like, how will people receive me? Blah blah blah. But I had a talk with my friend who does the same work, and she's like, you know what? Just tell them what you see, and that's what I do. I just tell you what I see in generals and personals. So if you come at me and you order a reading, how accurate is tarot? Very accurate. A little too accurate at times. A little too accurate at times. Yeah, I have very low self confidence, and I'm not putting that out into the universe for me to manifest that. But y'all know me; I like to keep it real, and I do have very low self confidence. Um, there's been times when I've seen. Let's see. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get all these questions, Lord. Oh, I'll never quit this. This is something I don't want to quit. I love. If I do quit, if I do quit doing personal readings in the future and just do my classes instead, I'll always do generals. Generals will be something I always do. With the personals, it's a bit tricky because people come into the reading wanting to hear a certain message, and when the cards are telling me something totally different, and I look at the card positions within the tarot because I do very specific spreads for my personals, and I'm seeing things go downhill as opposed to going uphill for the person. It's like they just you people come in wanting to hear a certain thing, and I'm not going to be the one to tell you a fairy tale. I'm not going to give you a Cinderella ending. I'm not going to give you a Cinderella type ending. I'm not. If it's not there, I don't say it. Let's see. I don't really have a waiting list anymore as far as the personals. I mean, I have people waiting, but I'm not taking any new orders, so I'm just focused on the ones that you know. But I started getting interested in tarot. I was finishing my last question. I started getting interested in it when I started realizing that it was predicting things in my life, and I'm like, oh my god, these things do have some type of power to them. And then I started predicting things in my mother's life and my sister's life, and they were saying, how the hell are you doing this? Like, and then they couldn't believe the accuracy of what I was telling them that would happen. And I don't know. I just get sometimes when my confidence is so low, like it's so low, and I'm like, oh God, I hate having. I don't. I'm a very confident person. I am, but it's hard to stay confident when you have like constant self doubt, and when you raise to my status, like I mean, this has only been a year in the making, almost a year in the making, and I'm already at almost 50,000 subscribers. So there's a lot of pressure on me. So I feel like the Ten of Wands upright, Ten of Wands, like carrying a lot of weight. Um, and just the other day, was so weird. I'm gonna tell y'all a weird experience I had the other day. I was, because I've been doing my personal readings like crazy. So I've had very limited times where I go outside and actually experiencing just fresh air. I'm just always focused on getting work done. And what's so funny was I was out on the porch, my sister's porch, and I was sitting there, and I had a friend tell me that when you're reading these cards, you're eventually going to start developing psychic abilities as far as you don't even need the cards. So I was like, oh, whatever. So I was sitting on the porch, my sister's porch one day, and I was out there having a cigarette, and I just kept having these little weird little visions. It wasn't visions. I can't explain it. It was not like I could see it, but it was like something in my head that would, like I was thinking about something and it would happen. I'm like, what the hell? And then I thought about something else and I saw the same thing happen like 3 seconds, 4 seconds later. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And I'm thinking something's wrong with me. It's like these little flashes that flash in out of my head, and it happens like 5 or 6 seconds later. And my mother used to tell me when I was a baby, or when I was little, I used to sit there and talk to dead people all the time, and she said that she was so creeped out by it because she said she would lay me on the bed and I would be sitting there talking to someone. Um, she said I would actually talk to these people, correspond with these folks, and there was nobody there. And she said it used to scare the living crap out of her. I don't talk to dead people now. I wish I would have kept that gift because I wouldn't have to use the cards. But and now it's like the shit's coming back in full force. It's like it's starting to. I would love to be able to do one. Like I don't know. So uh yeah, I rarely have little sit down and chats with y'all. So I decided to do this. And I don't, it's like I used to be scared to go live because I'm like people are still waiting on their readings and they're gonna be mad at me for going live. But it's like if you're waiting on a personal reading, it's coming to you very soon. I mean, I literally have a small list left. Literally, I'm gonna show you. I ain't gonna show the names, but I'm gonna show you the list that I have. This is all I got left in my Google Calendar. So if you haven't got yours, you're probably on this list. But I don't want to show too much info. So let me see. I don't want to show any info, but see, that's just it right there. That's it. I don't want to show their names though. Literally, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 readings left. And then I have three additional ones because they're on another page. They're the emergency readings. So basically, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 readings left to do. And for the ones that I may have missed or slipped by, I'll just be refunding those. So once that list narrows, I'm going to go through and do my inventory, and then I'm going to start my class. So 14 readings left, y'all. Oh, and literally, I had 100 on that page at one time, and it's narrowed down to 14. So I'm so happy I'm near the finish line, y'all. Near the finish line. How would one start this? I'm assuming you're talking about a tarot channel. Just when I always say, if you're going to start a tarot channel, don't come on here trying to act like nobody else. It won't get you very far because nobody likes a carbon copy. People like originality. So don't come on here acting like you are a Tyler's Tarot or any other reader on here. Just don't. Please be yourself. That's all I gotta ask. I agree, Amy Rose. Can I be number 15? So for you, anybody that's tune in, if you ordered a personal reading, I got 15 readings left. So if you haven't got yours, just know that yours is on that list. My favorite card, definitely the Death card. I love the Death card because I love when it appears. Like especially when I'm going through a hard time, I love the Death card because it's like I know that basically something's about to change. It means the ending to all that old stuff that you may be holding on to, not letting go of. So that's one of my favorite cards. One of the cards that I don't like to see is the Ace of Cups in my readings. I don't like to see it. One thing I'm afraid of is falling in love. It's my biggest fear. I hate being vulnerable. Hey, Nene Gardner, I haven't seen you in forever. Chaos and Creation, what's up? I love the Death card because it's like it means something is transforming. So when it pulls out in the spread, I wish they would rename it to like the change. Like I might rename the card, but transformation because it's like it means something's probably going to end. You're going to become a new person because of you're about to experience a new life phase, whether you like it or not. It's a major arcana, so it's probably going to take place. So resisting it, all you're doing is just like delaying the inevitable, basically. So Jenny Hanna. Oh, the Tower card, I don't like either. I don't like the Tower card. It means something's gonna get shaken up. I don't think I believe in twin flames, to be honest. Twin flames. I don't believe in twin flames or soulmates or anything like that. And that may be just because I haven't experienced it. Doesn't mean it doesn't have. Doesn't mean it's not. You know, not there. I just don't believe in it because it's never happened to me. Like me and my sister were just talking about this other day. I was I was basically asking her, I was like, what does it feel like to fall in love? And she said, you mean to tell me that you've never had an experience where you just walk by somebody and you have a like a locking eyes moment. You're just staring like, ooh, like gushy love. I'm like, no, never had it. And so she explained to me that what love feels like, and I don't think I've ever like legit felt it because it's never been something that I really focus on that much. Oh, whew. Six of Cups gives me oh, oh my sister, she's a Pisces. Yeah, I agree, Sarita. The Tower, when it appears, it always appears in my very people. Don't, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little thing out there. Very rarely does a tower upright, I'll say upright tower, appear in my spreads, personals. Like I can't even recall the last time the tower has appeared. Actually, it appeared in one lady's reading I was doing the other day. She was a lady that ordered a personal reading it, and I was so shocked to see it because it rarely comes out in my readings. What's something that rarely comes out. And whenever the tower appears for me, I'm gonna put this out here. I've moved at least 2 or 3 times in the last 3 years, 3, 4, 5 years, and anytime the tower has appeared for me, I'm either going through either a move. It means like I'm having like a disc. It means I'm having some type of something in my life shaking up. And there was an event that happened last month, which I won't go into, that really shook up my life. And I noticed that the tower just kept appearing, and it appeared like a week before that whatever happened. I ain't gonna say what it is, but it when it appears, it means something about to really shake the hell up. And anytime it's appeared in my life, something has happened drastic, like drastic. And that's why I really dread seeing the tower. I really dread seeing it. Thank you, Jules Dowling. So I just wanted to tell everybody, hey, and I'm a, I'm not gonna post this video. I'm just gonna. This was just an exclusive session, so won't somebody do me a 3 card? Won't somebody do me a 3 card spread? Do me a 3 card spread. But anyways, no, I don't know what Yoruba is. Obsidian. The tower doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's usually something that just it means. I'm just saying it from my personal experience, and like I said, rarely does it appear in my spreads, but it sometimes like it rarely appears. Like, I mean, I can really count on one hand how many times the towers appeared for me. And I've been reading tarot for a long time, but it's like it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but usually when I've experienced it, it really came along with something that I considered negative, but it was something I needed to get rid of. So I hate I don't like the tower. Okay, Nene Gardner, send that to my email at tylerstarot@gmail.com. That'd be nice. I'd love that. Uh, my Venus sign is Aries. Uh, what do I think of love? You don't want to hear my opinions on love, believe me, because you'll be discouraged immediately. But it's just something I've never experienced. There's been times when I thought that I was in love, but when hindsight is 2020, and I'm like, I wasn't in love with that person. I just was trying to force it. You should never have to force love, and what I mean by that is you should never have to force someone to love you. If they're going to be there, they're going to come for you. They're not. They're going to. There's going to be an equal reciprocity, basically. I've never been in love. Only you can be you because it's like it. I just never been. I don't know. Let's see. Anyways, but just know when the tower appears, just expect. Always, I used to say this, but I stopped saying it because I didn't want to make people panic. But I'm like, when the tower appears, put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye because it's like, oh God, it's gonna be a shakeup. And I hate when it appears. Lord, I hate it. And people keep talking about the tower. That's why I keep talking about it. They keep posting about the tower. And people say, what do you do for a living? I'm a tarot reader. I don't consider what I do tarot reading. I consider what I do interpreting. And what I mean, I'm a professional interpreter. Because I'm laying these cards out, I got to try to interpret what the cards are telling me that may happen in your life. So I consider myself an interpreter as opposed to a tarot reader. I have to interpret messages basically with the intuition behind it. I use my intuition in my card spread. So what does that mean, Donna? What do you think that means, Donna Lawler? In astrology, Arabic parts, you're part of love. Arabic parts. Um, your intuition is whatever is. I always say when something is constantly, like when you sit there and you kind of get this little nagging feeling. It's not paranoia, but it's like this feeling that you just can't shake, and you're like, okay, there's some truth to this because it keeps. I keep getting the same sense of a situation. It's like that's your intuition. That's I feel. Paranoia is where you're just like over the top, like oh my god, what's going on? Intuition is like when you constantly keep getting this alert, and you're just ignoring it. You keep getting it. You don't know when it's intuition. But yeah, but I'm not a tarot reader. I'm an interpreter. I interpret what the cards are trying to tell me. Am I 100% accurate? I don't ever consider myself. Nobody's 100% accurate except the God or whoever's in the skies. But I try to give you the best thing that I not the best thing, but I try to give you what I see in the cards, how I see things playing out. Um, what is my nationality? I can't fucking tell. It really fucks with me to not know. Well, it's nothing really mysterious. I'm the same nationality as Mariah Carey, Halle Berry. Because I have to answer this question so often, so I try to find different ways to answer it. What is Halle Berry? What is Mariah Carey? What is Drake? Drake, the rapper Drake. What do y'all think about doing? Now, I don't want to follow in suit like the other, readers on here. I don't want to follow in the suit. But what do y'all think about doing like readings on mysteries, like Amelia Earhart and Bigfoot? And I don't want to do celebrity type things. I just want to like do little videos on like trying to use tarot to uncover mysteries that have baffled people for since the beginning of time. So, what do y'all think about that? She said, "No, help me." Y'all crazy. Because I don't want to do the whole is Miley Cyrus going to get married or what's Mariah Carey up to, what Donald Trump's up to. Although I would love to do a reading on Donald Trump to see what's going on in his personal life. Like I can really dig deep. Yes, I want to do like aliens, Bigfoot. Let's see. Yeah, I'm about to get off of here, y'all. But I just had to really just. So once I get caught up on my personal, well, I'm almost caught up. I only got 14 personal readings left. But and if you haven't got yours, you're in that 14 readings. Um, I thought about doing one on Kanika Jenkins, but people got to it before I did because there was people emailing me when it happened, say, "Will you read for Kanika Jenkins?" And I'm like, and then I was going to do it, and then all of a sudden, every other tarot reader on here was doing it, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to follow in suit. I like to be original, so yeah, I might start a tarot series. Obviously, I'm still going to do astrology, but I might do a tarot series. Yeah, I agree. Ace of Pentacles. I want to do like a readings on people that were murdered, find out what happened. Like, um, I might start a series called "Uncovering Mysteries with Tarot," something like that. And like I'll do like I'll ask the cards if Bigfoot's real and Loch Ness monster and like things that have baffled people for years. I want to use the tarot to answer the questions. Basically, I do not want to do. I don't want to turn into some celebrity blog or something like that. So, uh, like what happened to John Bonet? What happened to like basically Kaylee Anthony or Casey Anthony? I forgot their names always confuse me. Just all Area 51. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. I'd like to do, but see that would turn into I think I might call Tyler's Tarot Uncovering Mysteries, and like basically do like two or three a month. And I think people would tune in for that. And it's just like uncovering the myth. I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to get 100% right on all these, but I'll just use what I know to get the answers out. Yeah, Marilyn is historical though. Oh, really? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm about to get off of here and finish up these last 14 readings. That I'm almost to the finish line, y'all. And anyone that I might have overlooked, I will definitely do inventory and cut out the ones that I overlooked. Because a lot of times in the past, people were sending through payments, but not sending no questions, no, and the people that even had the wrong email listed. So it's like, ugh, one thing after the other. But all right, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for all you 200 and something plus people tuning in. I'm about to go to, about to just basically do maybe a few more readings and then get off the bed. So, all right.